I'd like to call the meeting of the Development Review Board to order, December 2nd, 2014. What do we got there, Dan?
Okay, our first item on the agenda this evening are minutes from last time, Tuesday, November 18th.
Any changes, additions? No? Make a motion. No moves. Charles seconds. All in favor?
I abstain.
Two abstentions.
Okay, we have a sign-up sheet that we ask everybody who speaks to the board this evening to sign, and it includes the following oath statement. I solemnly swear or affirm under the pains and penalty of perjury that the statements I make, testimony I give, and other evidence I submit to the board at the board's public hearing held on this date shall be true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. And I know, John, you've already signed in, so you're all set. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is disclosure of any ex parte communications or conflicts of interest regarding the matter before us this evening.
Have any? Don't see any.
Okay. We do have one hearing this evening. It's Diamond Printing on 933 Main Street. The applicant is seeking development plan approval and a variance for a 4-unit multifamily dwelling on that property. This is the second hearing. After this hearing, if the board is satisfied with the evidence that's submitted, the appropriate action would be to close the hearing and go into deliberative session.
Okay.
So, John?
Okay, John.
I'll quickly review what we did last week, and what Diamond Printing is hoping to do is to convert the old print shop on 933 Main Street into 4 2-bedroom dwelling units. Won't be any outward expansion. There is one shed off the existing building that would come down, so actually the footprint will be slightly smaller than what exists right now. We're looking to include 6 parking spaces, and on what the variances we're asking for are essentially on the west side of the building. The building comes within about 2 feet of the property line, and obviously we'd like to keep the building there, and it comes within 8 feet of the front property line. In addition, we're looking at building the parking area up to the existing property line, which means that the buffer there would not exist. There is almost a 6-foot buffer before the parking lot on Harvest Christian Ministries. I did, as a supplemental that was submitted last week, I do have 2 photographs of that property line. There, if you look hard, you'll see 2 stakes with orange ribbons on the top of them. It goes about 3 feet. In back, there's a small retaining wall that Harvest Christian Ministries built essentially on the Diamond property. That retaining wall would move back to where those stakes are now. And that's the 2 pictures that you'll see here. There also was submitted on a site area map we're right on the edge of the town property for Briny Brook. And what has changed since last week, or 2 weeks ago, we have added some junipers along Main Street to help hide the parking. And we made the decision. We had talked originally about having a gravel parking lot, and now it's their intention to have it on all asphalt paving for the entire area. And in terms of clarification, we're actually showing the fence around the trash area, including the gates, so it won't be the dumpster won't be visible from the street. I I think that's it in terms of on changes. I do apologize. It's a little bit better, but it's still on the graphic scale, doesn't quite match on, but our copier automatically adjusts to the size of the page, but I did the best I could, but we really need to go by the dimensions on the drawing. And outside of that, I'm kind of open to whatever questions you might have.
Anyone have a question, Bill?
Yeah, were you saying that the ministry actually built the stone wall on this property?
Yes.
So you're going to move that back to these flags? Are you going to have to remove any of the trees? You're not going to touch any of the trees
No.
here in the picture? No. Okay.
It's kind of weird, that wall, and you can see it a little bit. It bows out and moves over when it gets to the front of the lot, and I'm really not sure why they did that.
Anything else? Anyone else? Hey, John, I have one question.
Sure.
You show you're paving the parking lot now,
Right.
but you don't show if it ends. Is it going to go all the way across the front of the property?
You mean at the building?
In front of the building, yes.
No, it's not going in front of the building.
Okay, well,
That'll still be grass area,
That'll stay as is,
right?
but cleaned up, okay.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it
Maybe you could just,
needs a lot of cleanup.
just indicate
Okay.
where it ends, because it looks like the whole thing is going to be paved.
Certainly, yeah, that wasn't the intention.
No other questions? Get a motion to close the hearing, go to the deliberative session? I guess not.
Barry moves.
To close the hearing, go to the deliberative session. Charles seconds, all in favor? Okay. Okay, John.
Folks know that we will not be meeting our second meeting in December, so our next time that we'll get together will be the 6th of January, and we do have a couple of hearings scheduled for that time slot, so we will be getting together that first week in January.
Okay. Need a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to
Bill
adjourn?
moves to adjourn.
Second.
Dan seconds, all in favor?